You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary. Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Parenting is such a breeze, oh, but it would bring you to your knees if it weren't for Chatty Daddy. Oh, yeah, the Chatty Daddy.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies.
If you're not already, make sure you subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, and today we're talking deal breakers, tensions at home, and more, including stocks.
We were just about to start recording, and Trey started freaking out about the stock market. I know nothing about the stock market.
I don't either.
Oh,
I don't either.
I thought you were going to educate us.
No. I know less than nothing about it, except for people make a lot of money off of it, and it's one of those things that I think a grown-up does. I want to own stock.
Exactly. I follow... I won't say I follow. On my For You page on TikTok, I don't know if, JC, if you see this at all, like, I get so many financial people giving me advice in 60 seconds, and they're like, don't pay an extra mortgage payment, say whatever you're going to pay in your mortgage and put in the stock market, and you'll most likely grow more than what you saved on your interest that you've paid down. And, like, that makes sense in 60 seconds, but actually implementing it and coming up with a plan seems difficult.
I just feel like it's let's be honest here. Stocks is fancy gambling, right? So that's all it is. You're gambling your money on certain companies, and I don't really know how it works. I do have my best friend growing up. He works in Wall Street. So even him, I call him and ask him for advice when it comes to stocks, but he's so careful with what he says to me. A, because he's like, I can't do insider trading type stuff. And B, it could be volatile. I mean, you never know. I could tell you a stock is going to be a sure thing, and then next thing you know, it dives. Yeah. So there's no science behind it. I know there's things you can watch and graphs and charts and all that, but it's just, you never know. And there's only one stock that I've been watching since I think like 2012. Because so Trey and Nick and I, we work on a radio show, and the host of that show his name's Kid Craddock. He passed away a few years back. But one day, guys, have I told you this story?
Maybe. I'm not sure what you're going to tell us.
So we were, my wife and I had just had Kaysen, and I had just saved up enough money to put a down payment for a house. And so I remember I walked in his office and I said, "Hey kid, I'm about to put my first ever down payment for this house." And he goes, "Oh, how much are you putting down?" And so I told him, and he goes, "Hey, do this instead. Put all that money in this new company I like. It's electric cars. It's called Tesla. Mm-hmm. It's the next big thing." And it was about $19 a share. So he wanted me to put all my money down that I was going to put on this house down on these shares. And he said, just hold on to it for like 10 years. Well, I've been keeping track of Tesla. And if I would have done that,
oh no,
if I would have put that amount of money into Tesla back then, I did the math the other day when it hit like 2,000. I would have, before they split, I would have made $4.7 million.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And by the way, I wasn't putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars, people. This was just a few $1,000s that was supposed to go towards the house, and he told me to back off and just put it into Tesla. I would have been a millionaire.
Wow.
And then your kids would be set forever. The very responsible father thing to do. But in the time that you're right there in the moment, you're thinking, no, I have to put a roof over my kids' heads.
Exactly.
Not go bet on an electric car and some guy from South Africa.
And you're thinking, sure thing house. I can afford this payment once I put the down payment in.
Sure.
And the future is right there. I can see the next 30 years. Or you can put all that 20% down and hope it goes well.
Right.
But you never know.
You never know.
But the thing I've learned, and I've been told here with stocks too, is that you're supposed to put it in and don't really, the long-term ones, like the safe ones, don't look at it. Just let it sit there for a few years and then come back, because they tend to, for the most part, after years, actually, they do go up, right? But I just can't do it.
Right.
I just have not been able to do that.
I think I would want to buy stock in marijuana.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Absolutely.
I have done some research on this, and right now you can't buy because it's still a federally illegal drug.
But when it does open
That's
up,
the
dude.
first thing I'm going to buy. I'm going to put a little bit of
you
cash in there.
Be like an investor in a company before it even hits the stock market.
You're right.
Yes.
Instead of waiting for the IPO,
But you
I don't
probably,
know.
if there's a grow farm that's looking for investors, you'd probably have to give them $300,000, or you could wait for the stock to come out and you throw down $1,000 for a few shares. You know?
Right.
So that's way different.
I'd rather be an investor, because those guys are the ones that are going to pull out the $50 million.
Unbelievable. Are we looking at a bear market or a bull market right now, fellas?
I need to learn what that means, because I don't know. I keep seeing bull and bear, and all. Right now, I'm just getting acquainted with the whole splits thing. So,
Do you think your fathers would know if it's a bull market or a bear market?
Like, know what it is right now, or know what the differences are between the two?
Let's say what the differences are.
no.
I bet my dad would.
Really?
My dad doesn't.
I don't
You
think
wanna call him?
I don't know. Let's try it. You
Okay,
want to?
sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad wouldn't know. Like, I don't think he messes with stocks very much.
Yeah, I don't think my dad... He's never talked to me about stocks, so I don't think he has anything to do with them. But I think it's a very, fatherly, grown-up thing to do.
Yeah, it really is.
Dad, you there?
It's going to be his voicemail.
I can. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't answer.
You know, talking about kid, I remember, I'm pretty sure it was Facebook, and it may have been Tesla, but he would, since he did a lot of stocks, he, at least claimed that he knew a lot about stocks and what to do. He would try and get people to buy in early, like, hey, I can get early in,
right,
if you want to give me a few bucks. And I'd be like, kid, I don't have that. I don't have $7,000 to give you right now, just in my bank account.
Right.
And he'd look at you like, you don't?
Yeah.
No, you know how much I get paid? No, I don't, kid.
Literally, no, he's 100%, dude. That's why when I shouldn't have even told him I had my house savings. I was like, I've been saving for this moment since I was like 16 years old, and it's here, and you're telling me to throw it over here on this electric car? No.
If we are telling kids stories, this one time, while I was an intern, he invited me into his office and we were talking about something, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm having a poker game this weekend. You want to come play? He was like, do you play? And I was like, yeah, I play a little bit. And how much do y'all normally play for? I was like, I don't know, like a $5 buy-in.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, well, we play a $200 buy-in, but I'll spot you. So at least he was willing to spot the punk. I lost it immediately.
You lost it all?
Lost it immediately.
Oh, of course.
Once we were in Vegas, and kid loved to play craps. That was a game that he really enjoyed, and he could command a table. He was a high roller, putting down some fat stacks of chips. And one time, if you would go watch him play, he might just hand you a stack of chips and say, just play.
Yeah.
And one time, I was watching him bet. He had thousands of dollars on the table, thousands, and he had been rolling. He said, hey, Nick, why don't you roll for me? No, I'm not gonna roll for you. Like, there's thousands of dollars on the table. Okay, sure. And I think I rolled once, and something happened where nobody lost money.
Right.
I don't know anything about craps. And then I rolled again, crapped out. Everyone's money got wiped from the table.
That's the worst.
He was like, don't roll for me anymore. Okay, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. Well, it's just really high stakes gambling in the stock market. I feel like it's something a father should know about.
It is something that's very fatherly. It seems like it's very responsible. It's financial, which means it's kind of boring. But yeah, dads would know for sure what it is.
Or at least you'd think they would.
Hey, you want to call my dad and see if he knows anything about
Let's.
All right.
Maybe
Sure.
we'll hear from someone's dad. You have your dad's number memorized?
I do.
Oh, I don't. Do you, Nick?
I do. Yep.
Hello, Daddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So I've got my co-hosts here, Nick Adams and Jose Chavez. And,
Hi, sir.
So what
Hi, Nick. Hi, Jose.
Hello, Mr. the Second.
So, so we were sitting here talking about stocks, and I said that that's a thing that I would think every father knows. You got to know about stock, and I don't know anything. We've determined that JC and Nick both don't know anything, and I was wondering, Dad, do you know if we are in a bear market or a bull market?
Well, I think it is a bull market. It has been mixed, though. But we were in a bear market, definitely, at the start of the COVID, downturn.
Yeah.
But since things have rallied seriously and the stock market prices are back up to record levels, at least a couple of the indexes, then I would think we have to be in a bull market at this point, which means things are looking up.
So it sounds like you do know what a bear and a bull market.
He does.
I would have thought that you wouldn't, because do you own stock?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
and probably y'all do too in your 401k
yeah, probably.
Sure.
retirement plans.
Proof that Trey's dad knows way more than us. We talked for 10 minutes about it. None of us said the word index.
No, not once.
Look at that. He said it at the drop of the first sentence, index. What?
Only index I know is my finger,
Hey, Dad, would you be ashamed of me if I bought marijuana stock?
No, I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed of you.
Okay, good.
I'm not positive it's a good investment, but, I got a buddy that swears up and down it's got to be the best investment that ever existed. I doubt it myself, but it seems pretty risky to me when it's a business that has to be done all in cash.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because it's still illegal, while it's legal in a lot of states from the U.S. government's perspective, it's still illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
That was it. We just wanted to know if you knew anything about stocks, and clearly
He does.
You
He does.
do.
One of our dads knows things.
There we go.
That's pretty good.
Thank you, Dad.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Have fun. Bye.
Right.
Trey, your dad pretty much got it on the money. I'm looking up the definition. It says a bear market is the opposite of a bull market. Anytime the stocks enter a period where they have declined by 20% can be considered a bear market.
Tell me if you think my father is proud of me. He is a computer scientist for one of the biggest defense contractors in the country. He was salutatorian, which means he came in second place of his high school class.
Well, he is the second.
And,
You're the third.
Yeah, and I do this.
You push buttons on the radio.
Yes, and some would say not great.
Well, he's definitely he's a dad. And at what age do you still say daddy? Because at Trey at 31, daddy,
I just still got it.
I did it as a joke. My wife does have her name in her phone for her dad and mom as daddy and mommy.
A little too much.
Well, last week we were talking about things that made us cry, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so we got a few listener responses.
Yeah,
One
we
here-
posted on our Instagram, and it was interesting some of the responses we got after people listening to our show and seeing our Instagram, the dumb reasons that made people cry.
At the Chatty Daddies. Mm-hmm. And Tori said, they brought the wrong food out at the restaurant, and a waitress was rude about it. Started making her cry.
Oh, no.
Someone wrote us... KKIVO2 maybe. She said, when I was riding my bike, I saw a baby horse with its mom.
Aww.
How about some tears that come because you're proud of your kid? Because Maggie wrote us and said, my first grade daughter got called on during her Zoom class, and she got the answer right.
Very nice. Proud tears.
Yeah.
Now, here's one that I can almost get on board with. Hannah wrote us and said that she cried during the episode of The Office where Michael Scott leaves. That one's a tough one.
100%. That one's it's hilarious, it's sad, it's funny. That's one that I tear up on. Yeah.
And when Jim comes into Michael's office and is like, I'll just tell you tomorrow how great of a boss you've been and how I could have never made it in this company without you. It's just so good.
Have you ever watched The Office, JC?
Yeah, I've watched episodes, but I never got into it. I'll watch and I'll laugh because I do find it funny. I never got immersed into it.
You got to binge it. Season 1, like a lot of shows, a little rough.
Slow.
Get past, seasons 2 through 7 are just insanely funny.
Yeah. Agreed.
And the great thing is when you watch it, you assume it's a lot of improv, but it's not. Everything is written to the comma. And
Really?
they don't veer off of it. Yeah, almost
wow.
everything is written. While it seems like it's improv, actors having fun.
Yeah, because
no.
it seems like Michael Scott's doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
It's
Wow.
all written. Penelope, that was the name of my fish when I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
Penelope wrote us and said, I cried when my stuffed crust pizza wasn't actually stuffed.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah, I'd be mad.
That sounds so good right now.
Food can make you cry. I saw this video, speaking of crying, of this dude, and I don't know the context behind it, but it was a guy, and he took a bite of these, it looked like chicken fingers, fried chicken or something.
Right.
And he busted out crying, and like his friends were like kind of laughing, but like happy for him and hugging him. And then he stopped crying for a second, took another bite, and busted out crying again. And I've never had that with food.
What was so great about these chicken tenders?
I don't know. Like, and then I start making my own, my own theories in my head. Like, I'm like, did this guy go to prison for a long time? He just got out and he finally got some real food, or did he serve in the military and he was overseas and he finally got back? So I don't know. I want the backstory because
Maybe
he was super crying.
Maybe he had COVID, taste went away, and now it's back.
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I once had a steak that I was like, this could bring me to tears.
Really?
Yeah. It was so good.
I think I've probably had some desserts that are that way, where it's just like, this is so good.
And you hadn't had sugar in like 3 or 4 days. Your body's just craving it, and then you eat that bite of ice cream or something.
Oh, of course.
Your brain lights up.
I can also agree with Penelope. This weekend I had pizza that almost made me cry, but for a different reason. Because I do suffer a little bit of a touch of the lactose intolerance. But I still eat pizza. I still eat things with cheese. I just can't have like a big thing of cereal or just ice cream or something like that. But I can still eat pizza. And we tried this new pizza place, and it came with so much cheese on it. I mean, the cheesiest cheese, and it was thick. The pieces, each piece weighed like a pound. And it was the cheesiest, thickest cheese, and I ate it, and it just felt like thick sludge in my body. I had to crawl to bed. It was just like, so that made me
delicious.
Where was
I
it?
cried because I teared up, guys, because did you guys see the news that my beloved Taco Bell, which is what I live for every week, I go and cheat on my diet and go get myself the same order every single time. They're getting rid of the Mexican pizza, and that made me emo for a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They got rid of one of my favorite items maybe a year ago, the double decker.
Yeah, see, I don't get why, because those are like two of the most popular things ever at Taco Bell, and the double decker's gone, and now the Mexican pizza's gone.
If they're getting rid of it, that has to mean it isn't that popular.
But it is. I don't know a single person that doesn't get the Mexican pizza or has said nice things about it.
Yeah, that's the reason they're stopping production on the Ford F-150.
Yeah, because it's so popular.
Yeah, it's so popular. They're like, we can't make this anymore.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, there's an uproar on social media. I'm thinking that they might take it back.
But you know what? Maybe they're just trying to do like a McRib thing. Maybe they'll bring it back seasonally or once a year or something.
Yeah. That makes
Still don't
sense.
think that should be called a McRib when it's not even a rib.
One last thing on the crying front. Courtney sent us a message that said that she cries at Dodo videos. Every time.
Who doesn't?
Every single time. There's not a one of them that's bad.
Oh my gosh, the cheetah is best friends with the Labrador? Oh my gosh.
We've done quite a few of these Chatty Daddies podcasts now, and there's varying ranges of good and bad. How does Dodo get it right every single time?
All the time. We don't have animals. We don't have animals. You know what? I have a cute kid.
Okay,
we
yeah.
all do. Trey, you're about to have a cute kid. We hope he's cute. But so the other day, my son was doing something really cute, and he was singing a song about his sister Ellie. My son's name's Davis. And so I got my phone out. I tried to record him doing it. And of course, when the phone comes out to record it, this is what happened.
Sing the song about how much you love your sister.
Potato. I want potato.
That's my favorite.
No. I know. I want. No, my sister's name is Potato. Potato.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when Trey.
Every time, dude.
When they do something really cute and you want to catch it on camera, once the camera's on, they just try and be silly.
Well, so what did the song actually sound like?
The song sounded something like, Ellie, she's my sister. I love her so much. I take care of my sister, and I give her my food. Something like that.
See, now the stage fright doesn't run in the family. Nick Adams, right there on camera.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
No, it's
well,
just
I
something
want the
about
camera on me.
Of course.
It's something about having the kids do something for you where they don't want to do it. And is it bad that at times, because I caught Chloe the other day, she was just looking cute and looking into her computer when she was still at home learning, and I started videoing her. She got up and shut the door on me. And I posted on my Instagram, but part of me wanted to open the door and tell her, I'm going to take you off my life insurance, like, if you keep doing this stuff.
Wow. No, not right now, not in a pandemic.
I don't care, bro.
You can't do that. You can't make changes to your policies during a pandemic, JC.
Oh, I'll find a way to do it because I have friends over at Policy Genius that'll help me out with that, dude.
Oh, that's right, because you might think, just like us, that you can't get new life insurance right now, but you can with Policy Genius. And earlier we were talking about ways that dads can make money, maybe messing with the stock market. Mm-hmm. Policy Genius can save you $1,500 a year.
I went through this whole process because I didn't have any kind of insurance policy on my life. So I went through this process. It took me all of 5 minutes on PolicyGenius.com to go through their quiz to find out how much life insurance I actually need and to sign up for it. It is super simple. All you got to do is head to PolicyGenius.com, and within minutes you can work out how much coverage you need and find the best price for you.
Yeah, that's step one for you, and there's 3 steps in this process. Step 2, apply for the lowest price, which is what we all want. And then step 3, let the Policy Genius team handle all the paperwork and the red tape, and then you'll come out a winner.
And look, don't take our word for it. That kind of service has earned Policy Genius a 5-star rating across 1,600 reviews on Trustpilot and Google. So if you need life insurance, like we all do, go to PolicyGenius.com right now to get started, and you could save $1,500 or more a year just by comparing quotes on their marketplace.
I wonder if I could put one of our listeners in place of Chloe since she won't make her videos for me.
Contest.
Policy Genius. When it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right.
So this weekend I learned something about my wife. We've been together. We started dating when we were sophomores in high school, and now in our early 30s, we've now been together with each other for the majority of our lives. We've crossed that threshold. You would think I know everything about her.
Yeah.
But I learned something about her that had I known it while we were dating, deal breaker, would not have married her, would have left a date immediately.
Yeah.
Had I found out that she eats not just one, but both heels of the bread.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
I knew you would agree. I knew you would be on her side on this.
Is that the butt of the bread?
Yes, the parts that's just there to make sure nothing else gets stale.
Yeah.
She eats those. I finished a loaf of bread and there were just the heels left, and I went to throw it away. She said, "No, I'll eat that."
Now,
what?
For one, I think that means was her family
poor?
Not poor.
No, they
Poor's
were.
not the way we did.
Very upper middle class, just fine.
Oh, really?
Not poor.
Huh. Well, does she eat them with like hot dogs? Like it turns into a hot dog
She does
bun?
not eat hot dogs.
So
she's not a
she's
junk
making a
food kind of
sandwich out of it?
She's making a sandwich out of it.
Interesting. That's a new twist.
At first, I clarified. Excuse me? You eat what? A sandwich? I thought maybe she was going to save them for like we take to feed ducks or turtles at the pond by our house. Because we've done that before. We've given them the little creatures the heels of bread. She said, "No, I'll eat something. I'll make a sandwich or make some toast or something out of it." Excuse me? What kind of garbage feeder is this person eating the heels of the bread?
A lot of this is going to come down to food, I feel like.
Maybe.
I think that I would have had a deal breaker for Kara if she would have seen me eat peanut butter straight from the jar. Mm-hmm. And I have a new trick that I've been doing, and so she thinks about leaving me for this, I'm sure. So a giant spoonful of peanut butter, and then I stick goldfish into the peanut butter.
That's a little strange.
And it's delicious. It's like an Austin cracker, and then like cheese and peanut butter cracker, but just a super amount of peanut butter.
I do always get weirded out. Like I can't look someone in the eye when they have the giant scoop of peanut butter and they're just nibbling on it for 10 minutes. Like, what are you doing? This is so strange and weird.
Is it better to put the whole spoonful in your mouth and just...
Oh, no. Yeah, that's worse.
Yeah.
Is it weird? Because Kinsey told me that she almost thought about not marrying me. And I thought this was something everybody did. But when you eat chicken wings, I like the drummies, number one. I love the cartilage part.
Is that like one like little piece that hangs off?
It's like a hard tendon.
It's like the white part by the joint, right? So that's basically when you chew that off. It's something like it gets the flavor, and also it's the crunchiness with it that I don't know. I love it. But she told me that it grossed her out so much that she was legit not thinking about maybe just breaking it off right there.
It's not really a deal breaker, but my best friend, his name's Philip. Whenever I eat a corn dog, I think of him. Is that strange? And it's because I'd never seen a person eat a corn dog this way. You know that little tiny bit of batter at the very end of the corn dog?
Yes.
Do you guys eat that?
No.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Philip eats it. And I'd never noticed that until we lived together in college. And I was just like, what are you doing? And he's like, it's the best part of the corn dog. I was like, how is that the best part?
No. I love Philip. I eat it like corn on the cob. I grab each side of the stick and then I just nibble on that, dude. It's the best.
Do not.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you take a bite and you get down to the stick, and then you put your second hand on the other side of the stick?
Yeah.
It's like you're eating a piece of corn.
Oh, my God. Is that what you do, too?
No, I don't do it. That's gross.
I deep throat that thing.
Oh, God. Not a deal breaker?
I would not say that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
On the getting onto the less silly, we've all seen the ladies that are young, and they're at the clubs, and they're maybe 26. And they have so much Botox or plastic surgery done, and they're not even old yet.
Right.
It's like, what in the world is happening?
It's like you're like ironing something that does not need to be ironed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a father note, let's say your daughter comes to you and says, she's 20 years old. You can't really do anything about it. She wants to get some sort of plastic surgery. I think that the most obvious would be boobs.
Yeah.
Or if she comes to you saying she's going to do Botox, do you try to talk her out of it?
Well, I think there's varying degrees. I do think there is some plastic surgery that absolutely would give someone a little boost of confidence if they're lacking, especially if it is a chest. Now, if she says, Dad, I want some boobs, and it's like a reasonable size.
Right.
But if she's saying, I'm going from a C to a triple G, no. But if she's going, there's some women that are like a negative A and they're going to like a B. Like, it's not a big change. There's certainly differences there. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I guess it would have to depend on that. But what if she comes up to you and you try to talk her out of it and she says, if you don't, then I'm going to start an OnlyFans? Do you give in? Because I know girls are using that to their, like, some girls are probably going to use that as leverage when it comes to getting stuff out of dad.
That's when I say I'm calling Policy Genius and you're removed from my life insurance.
How about for real, though, Instagram model or like wanting to be a social media influencer, which the podcaster realm is not unlike the...
Sure.
We're there.
Except we're not, like, showing off the goods.
Yeah, and you got to start somewhere.
And I'm talking both male and female.
Yeah.
If your kids come to you and they're like, I think I'm going to be a social media influencer here in a couple of years, are you going to try to talk them out of it, or do you think that that's a good career path?
I'll let them try it out. I mean, Chloe's really into making TikToks right now. While we don't post every single one of them, and she does sneak some in there, and then she gets violations all the time on TikTok, which is weird, right? Because she's 7.
But not like a sexy violation, right?
She doesn't know she's being sexy. She's dancing like a 7-year-old girl, but if she's in her bathing suit, I think that's a TikTok violation, so they tend to take those down, which I'm very thankful for that.
I was going to say, good work, TikTok.
Yeah.
I feel like if a kid wants to be the influencer, I kind of feel like, what's the origin? If they have 0 followers and their goal is to be huge, I don't know about that. But if they're just posting videos and it kind of takes off and then they're like, hey, maybe I'll try this.
That's fine.
I feel like that's fine. But it's the trying to be one where, like, there's people that are like my age that I'm friends with that have like 56 followers and they're really trying hard to be that social media influencer. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Do you tell your friends? Do you know these people? Or?
I mean, the people maybe I'm still friends with, I was friends with in high school, and they're still trying to do something, but not knowing that I'm close with.
I'm not anywhere, like, I don't know how to become a social media influencer. You can see on the Tradio that I'm not that guy. I'm not the social media guy. So if my kid came to me and was like, hey, I want to do this, I don't know how I would help him. And I don't want to crush his dreams.
Sure.
But I also don't know how
realistic.
I would be helpful.
You know what? Another thing that's kind of a deal breaker to me on the same lines of social media, the too many hashtags in a post and the too many selfies post. I feel like maybe we've turned a corner a little bit on selfies. Like they were really cool. Like they were kind of like, ooh, you take selfies. Then they were cool for a while. And I think we're coming over the hump where it's like, selfies aren't as cool anymore.
So selfie being you have to hold the camera yourself?
Correct.
So somebody taking a picture of me and posting a bunch of pictures of myself, fine?
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that's
good thing?
great,
Okay.
but also when there's too many selfies, generally they're like the same. They're all in the car or they're all mirror selfies.
Right.
A little too much. That'd be a deal breaker.
You ever been I've been featured on Influencers in the Wild.
Oh, nice.
Because I've caught a couple influencers doing stuff in the middle of the street, and I've sent it in, and they used it in their stories a couple times, which made me feel like I'm contributing to the world.
Absolutely.
Speaking of a deal breaker, I knew a girl that got Daddy's Monster tattooed above her vagina.
Monster?
Daddy's Little Monster.
Daddy's Little. That doesn't even just where it is on her body doesn't make sense. If it was a guy putting that on his pelvis, maybe I could see that. But
full on girl, guys, and I mean it's a girl I know, and to this day she's still not married.
Yeah, no way. Yeah,
I think it's something a guy can't get over there.
This is going to be, I think, a controversial deal breaker.
Ooh.
Okay.
This has more to do with anybody that wants to be mad at me for it. This has more to do with my own masculinity than anything. If she rides a motorcycle, it's a deal breaker for me.
You think so?
It would have been a deal breaker for sure.
It is sexy, though. It does look sexy, but I don't know if I could date a girl that does that because I'm low-key afraid of motorcycles.
Especially if you don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's,
Like if you don't and she does.
I don't. And I don't. I would love to, but I'm too ADD and I would get run over immediately. But yes, watching, like if the chick rolls up on a Harley, and I'm like, she's clearly the...
Similar to, how would you feel about the chick driving a truck?
Yeah, how big of a truck?
Because there is something attractive when a girl drives a truck. That's kind of cool. But if I'm driving a Mazda Miata,
sure,
that's kind of a deal breaker because she's way more manly than me.
Yes, I agree. So she's in the F350, and you're in the Miata that can fit in the
Man, I got to drive a F350 on a road trip once with one of my friends. Oh, it was so much fun.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I'm just on the highway, so it's easy. I wasn't like parking in a Walmart parking lot or anything, but we just drove on the highway. He just let me drive it. It was great.
Yeah.
I hate driving big cars like that. I used to drive a meat truck, and every time I drove that for 2 years, and every morning I used to have that little diarrhea pain in my stomach before I had to drive that truck because there's so many cars around you, and it was like so long, and I got stuck one time on like a little like a concrete bridge where I was trying to turn around.
Were you on the nightly news?
No, I did. Local news came out though, because I blocked an entire office building from being able to go park.
Awesome.
My dad drove a Coca-Cola truck full of bottles, and when he was in, I don't know, maybe college, I would guess, and he was getting onto the highway, like trying to merge onto the highway, and one of the bay doors opened up, and so just empty Coke bottles fell out, smashed all over the highway, shut down the highway, and so, the police officers come out, and they're like, grab a broom and sweep it off, and...
There's no fine for that? What happened?
I don't know. I have no idea what happened then, but yeah.
Interesting.
I guess the city has to clean it up, but somebody's got to pay for it. Maybe the company does. I don't know.
Well, that's all I got for deal breakers, unless anyone has something else.
No, man. But I've had guests at my house this weekend, and Nick, I don't know if you've witnessed this in the past. You and Blair have been together for a long time, and Trey, your kid's not here yet, but your baby will be here, and eventually, the mother-in-law comes over, or your mom comes over, and there's always a little bit of tension. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Kinsey and my mom love each other. I know they do. But when it comes to our kids, when my mom comes over, she has a different way of raising kids than my wife and I do. And so we already have our rules set in. My mom is all for sugar and all for soda and like the little arguments that never really turn into full-on blown fights, but just little jabs here and there. You know, like, oh yeah, it's too late for Kaysen to have Sprite right now. But my mom would respond with, yeah, well, Jose used to be able to have Sprite until 9 o'clock every night. You know, like little things like that I just catch myself on the couch just kind of cringing, like, oh my God, I don't know how to handle this situation without making it any worse.
So whose side did you end up on? What did you say? Or did you sit on the couch?
I think most of I sit on the couch. Of course, I don't want to jump in on that unless I'm called for. Most of the time, I'm on Kenzie's side.
You gotta
most of
be.
the side. Yeah,
you have to be on Kenzie's side, especially if that's the rule you like too.
Exactly, because we set it up. But then I think back and I'm like, oh yeah, my mom is right. Yeah, she definitely did that, and I turned out fine. You know, because that's her thing. It's like, look at Jose, he turned out fine.
Now, that is a good point. So there's back in the day parenting, smoking while pregnant and drinking coffee and, I don't know, going water skiing while pregnant.
And the response is, and look at us.
Yes.
I'm fine.
And generally that's true. So do we need to be as careful as we're being today?
Well, I kind of feel like, of course, being medically responsible is probably generally going in the right direction. And, you know, the back in the day, my mom drank 2 liters of vodka every day, and look at me. I feel like now, since we're connected through the internet, that we probably know more things about what's going on, and you didn't hear about all the terrible things that were happening at the county down the road.
Right,
sure.
But at the end of the day, in 2040, when your kids and my kids start having their own children, we're going to be monsters of parents.
Yeah.
For letting our kids be in the car or, I don't know, have a candy bar or whatever. Like, they'll be like, you should be locked up for that.
I think I'm going to be that grandparent that's going to be giving them all the sugar.
Yeah,
because I'm going to be able to give them back.
I think I'm going to give the grandparents a little slip. Blair and I, we each love the mother-in-laws on the given side, so we've never had an issue yet. Maybe once they start getting older and kind of more of those decisions come out, maybe we'll see. But, that's the grandparents' job. That's what they're there to give them the candy, to break the rules.
Stay up till 10 o'clock on a school night.
You got to give them a little slide every now and then because the grandparents aren't with them every day, so you give them a little break.
And so it's just an uncomfortable tension. How long does that last?
I mean, it lasts for a few minutes, and then you eventually go back to normal. But you could just kind of feel the buildup, and then it just you almost take a deep breath, and you're like, okay, is this going to be a wave that tilts everything over? Is there going to be no? It's fine. And I was talking to my friends, and a lot of them were like, yeah, dude, I feel that all the time. It's mostly us guys that feel it. I don't know if the girls do. Because I'll ask my wife afterwards, like, hey, is everything cool? Oh, yeah, totally. Everything's fine. Like, there's no crap talking. There's no, like, oh, she pissed me off. No, it's like, oh, everything's fine.
And is it a real life everything's fine? Like a genuine everything's fine? Or is it like, no,
I mean,
it's fine,
to me,
it's fine.
It felt like, it felt like everything's fine. It just, at that moment, you could just feel both the tension. You could see it in their eyes, and then it just magically disappears.
Now, I want to be one of those people that have the balls to go up and tell somebody else how to raise their kid, though.
Oh, man. I almost wanted to do it this weekend. I don't have the balls to do it. I wanted to, so I puff my chest a lot.
Yeah.
I'm never going to go tell someone. But this weekend, we were at the lake, and I'm sitting in the water with my kid. We're like in the shallow stuff. And it's starting to get a little crowded. First, a family came and put this giant tent right next to ours. Like, our stroller is in their big tent. Like, they put it over some of our stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm already a little peeved at that. But anyways, their kids are just like running in and out of the water, and me and my son are like sitting on the shore, and the kids are running like right next to us, splashing water all over us, and it was just bothering me so much. Like, don't run and splash. This is the get off my lawn guy. Don't run and splash water all over me when I'm in the water. But I didn't say anything.
So has anyone ever disciplined your children that weren't the person that should be disciplining them?
I don't think so just yet. I don't think so. We've never had a stranger say anything.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
man.
Sounds like a good story.
It was Kinsey and I had just gotten our first Costco membership.
Ooh, great place.
Great place.
Kind of a Sam's Club guy, but go on.
And so this is our first time being able to afford like a Costco membership, so we were pretty pumped. And so Kinsey went by herself with Kaysen. This is before, I had Chloe, so Chloe had been born. So Kaysen was old enough to be walking around. He's probably like 2, maybe 3. And so they're walking, and then all of a sudden this lady rolls up and starts yelling at Kaysen, according to Kinsey. you don't walk in the middle of the walkway. You need to pay attention. Kaysen's 3 years old. You know, he's just aloof. He's a little kid. He's all in awe of all the treats that are everywhere. Starts yelling at Kaysen. So Kinsey looks at the lady and goes, ma'am, he's only 3. I know he looks older, but can you please not raise your voice at my son? The lady got down on Kaysen's level, guys. Yeah, on her knees, and goes, your mother's a whore.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
That is the only time I can recall anybody trying to parent my kid, because apparently he was in the middle of an aisle and then he called Kinsey a whore.
Wow.
And to this day, Kaysen brings that up. He remembers it. He doesn't even want to go to Costco because he's scared that lady's going to be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive. That's kind of impressive, though, that she has the balls to say that to a stranger.
I want to be that confident.
And you know what? That mean lady, she's going to live to be 100. She's going to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to have 100 grandkids. She's not going to have any health issues, and she's going to win the lottery. But now other people who are like trying to be nice to strangers are going to get cancer tomorrow and die.
Ugh.
That's what's going to happen.
That lady's the worst.
Well, that's it for the Chatty Daddies, Trey.
Be sure to subscribe for free. We're charging nothing for this podcast. Wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Google Play. If you've listened this long, you probably care enough to subscribe. So
do it.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah.